This conference will now be recorded.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I'm waiting for the project to load here. Okay, let it load. In the meantime, no, this one. Let me check this one. Okay, so let me open the front end. So yesterday we have seen about the import and we have seen when we get errors before that one, what should be done. So today we will go move further. Okay, I want to modify the zip code. Okay, let me go to desktop and then data entities. Here I have the address entity. Edit. Here you can see I will do one small change. I think in validate field we wrote some validation. I think it's about Hyderabad, huh? Is that right? Here city is Noida West. I will change it to Hyderabad. And 500,089. I will say 500,090. And India district, I will change it to Hyderabad. And then this one, I will change it to Hyderabad. Okay, sorry, state Telangana. And here instead of Panjagutta, let me change it to Dilsukhnagar. Okay, done. Now the second one is 300,025 Chennai and all the stuff. We will see what happens. I'm keeping the record same. Now let me save this, close. Let me go to front end, go to modules, system administration, data management. We have the import project here. Open this import project and then select source data format, CSV, and then select entity name, AMA, address, entity, skip staging, set it to no, full push only, good. If you set incremental push, it will compare the records. Okay, click on the open. So once you click on the upload, it got uploaded. Override existing entity, yes. And if I want to generate the mapping, you can set again it to yes. Okay, I want to generate the mapping from the scratch. Even if you don't generate, nothing is going to happen because the file is same. Okay, done. Now click on the import button. Let's see what happens. Close. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Oh, it got imported, yeah. That's good. Let's see what it has done. View execution log. You can see view execution log here. 0 pending 2 in target. Okay, means the second record is not there, it seems. Completed, completed. Hyderabad, Chennai. It says there are no errors. Okay, there are no errors. If there is error, staging to target status, it will show as error. Now let me go to backend and check. Okay, because what it will do, in the full push, what it will do, if there is an existing record, it will go and update the data because zip code is the unique index. Based on the zip code, it will try to fetch the data, and if the data is available, it will update the data. If it is not available, it will insert the data. It will insert the data. This is how data entities will work. If you remember, I told you about write operation. What is write? It will perform insert if the record does not exist. It will perform update if the record exists. Okay. So this is how we work with the import of data entities. Okay. Now if I may go to AMA address and run, you can see here 50090 Hyderabad and the record got created. Got it? This is how this is going to work. Next.
And Kumar, what if we want to restrict it? For example, we want to set any default value. So we'll have to do coding.
I will tell you, don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
How to work with
Yeah.
that default values and everything, I will tell you. Just wait for some time. Okay.
Okay.
Kumar, what happened to the third record?
What third record?
There was 3 rows in the text file.
No, I have removed. There were only 2 records.
Oh. Kumar, one question. I don't know, you might address later, but if we want to update the data with the primary key, means customer number is there, we want to update only the address field.
It will automatically take the primary index. In the customer, if you want to
So
update only the one second. In the customer, if you want to update only the address field, then what you need to do is you need to make all the data same in the customer. If you have both the tables, okay, and then address, whatever you want to change, you need to change.
So,
Okay.
so in the mapping or into that one, we need to keep all the data inside the file, or we need to keep only address
One
field.
second. Let's see that. Okay, because the next thing I'm going to show is the same thing. See here, this is a single data source entity. Okay, we have used up to now a single data source entity. Means you will add a one data source and then you will see how to work with import and export. The second one is called multi-data source entity. In multi-data source entity, click on the new item, and then go to data model and then select data entity here. Okay, I will call this as AMA customer address. Okay, I want to add 2 tables. Click on the add button. See here, when you are working with a multi-data source entity, the first thing you need to remember is select child data source as the primary data source. Okay, select child data source as the primary data source. Next, entity category is master. Yesterday I showed you the categories. It will go into the master category, all my tables. Okay, click on the next button. It will show us all the details here now. Let it show. Just a second. Yeah, it is showing. This is from customers table. Good. If you want to have the data area ID, you can have the data area ID as well. Okay. Otherwise, it will go for default data area ID. Now you can see there is an add data source enabled here. Okay. We have add data source enabled here. Click on the add data source relation address. Click on add. See here, 1 to 1. This is very important. Sequence contains no matching element. This is very common error that you will get. Okay, sequence contains no matching element. Okay, so this is the most common error. You need to set up the two data sources for one data source. Okay, otherwise what will happen? This is what you will get. Okay, now see here. Let me try one more data source and show you. What can I take? But actually, instead of address customer, if I take something else, that would be a problem for us. So what can be done? Mm. Just a second, yeah. Actually, I forgot there should be something done for this. Uh, Because one thing I want to check all the relation properties. Just a second. Mm. Mm. Create navigation property methods. Okay, let me set it to default. Cardinality, zero more, entity relation no, entity relationship no, index, rec ID. Okay, name, AMA address, on delete none, related table AMA address, related table cardinality, exactly one, relationship type association. Okay, there, done. Let me do a rebuild. Okay, just give me a second, let it finish. Because if there is any issue with the relations, na, then we will get this kind of issue. So I have modified it. Because only one thing that I can see is index is set to rec ID. Let us see whether that is the issue or is there anything else. And if this is not the case, there is one more thing that might cause this issue. That should be with the rec ID. Okay, the address field. Because address field we have created a foreign key relation, so that might also cause the issue, because if we create with some string field now, that will not cause. But let's see if it is same time, if it is same for this time as well. I will check some other table, but unfortunately I need 1-to-1 relation. Customer sales table not possible. Vendor inventory 1-to-1 not possible. Customer can have multiple sales orders, and in the sales table I have the customer ID which will get duplicated. So if I use these two tables, then it will throw the error. Address customers. Same address can be there for multiple records, but here address can have duplicates, so it will not throw the error. This is why I choose these two tables. Okay, because if I take any other tables now, you will not get any issues while exporting the data. You will get issues while importing the data. Okay, because what will happen is, let me open the OneNote. In the meantime, now we have address, we have customers. Okay, and in this address I have a field called rec ID, and that rec ID I have mapped to address field here. Okay, so here as well we will get issue, because when we are inserting, if you insert two records with the same zip code na, then here as well you will get issue if you are using multi data source here, because multi data source can only be used if you have one-to-one relationship. Okay, because let's say now in the address you have one record. For one record in address, you have multiple records in this customers table, so you will have the same zip code. Zip code is a unique index. Okay, so here as well it will cause the issue. So whatever we need to do is one-to-one or many-to-many. Okay, because if you have one-to-many, then you should allow duplicates. If you have one-to-many, you should allow duplicates, then only here multi-data source will work. Otherwise, what will happen? It will throw the error. Okay, let's try. Let's try one thing now. If it is finished, we will try this. Otherwise, I will check with the customer and sales line. Okay, because I think there is some issue with the relation here. I want to go with some other table, customer and sales table, and we will see. In the meantime, let's see the relations inside the sales table. Just a second. Okay, zero more. Customers 1-to-1. Okay, exactly one. Good. Select data entity AMA cast address. Okay, click on the add button. We will see now here whether it works or not, because we have changed the index from rec ID to the zip code IDX. Okay, that is the issue. If you have index with rec ID, unfortunately, it will not be able to identify that. So it has given us the issue. If I added the zip code IDX instead of rec ID, it has solved. But actually, if you see the error, it says sequence has no matching element. And even, frankly speaking, if you go and check in the Google as well, it will not show you the right answer. Okay. Because for this data entities, this is a very new concept and you need to identify issues from your end itself. Okay. Done. Now I have added two data sources. Click on the finish button. Okay. Now our data entity got created successfully. And now I want to check one more thing here. Okay. I want to open table browser for this one. And I want to open table browser for this one. Just a second. I want to open table browser for the second one. And you can see there is one more table which is interesting. The cast address staging. Okay. Up to now I am telling you, you will get error, you will get error, you will get error. But why? You can see the fields. Now you will understand. Now you can see you have the zip code, which does not let duplicates. So if you have the same address for multiple customers, same zip code for multiple customers, and if you import it, it will throw the error because zip code does not allow duplicates. Okay, zip code does not allow duplicates. Okay, and similarly, if you take customer and sales, it will take sales ID, yeah. Customer ID in the sales table, yeah. So customer ID in the sales table should have duplicates if you want to import multiple sales orders. This is the problem with multi-data source entity. So when can you use multi-data source entity? You have two tables, and between the two tables, you have a unique index which is one. Okay, in both of them you should have an index which should be one. Okay, that means one-to-one relationship. Okay, if you have one-to-many relationship, it should allow duplicates. Otherwise, this is not going to work. Okay, done. Now let me do a rebuild. Okay, because why I'm checking the data is I want to see whether there are any duplicates or not. You can see there is a data here, and you can see zip code here. Okay, 100026421. Okay, here in the address field, one belongs to 1000264 40021. Oh, good. Okay, I have two records which are different, so there will be no issues. Let me minimize and do a rebuild. Okay, because if you have duplicate records now, at the staging itself it will fail. It will say unique index violation. It will simply say unique index violation. Okay, so to avoid that, actually there are few things that people used to do. Okay, what they used to do is in the indexes, in the staging IDX, here we have the mobile number. Okay, here it has taken the mobile number as we have added customer at the beginning. But unfortunately, when you are taking the zip code now, while inserting at the staging, it will throw the error. It will do the validations. Okay. And actually, you can try one more thing. Okay, when you are working with data entities, it will call validate field as well. Okay, in the validate field, we wrote one validation. Now, what is that validation? Hyderabad or Chennai, something like that. We wrote one validation. That validation is also taken care. It will call that validation, and if it does not match, then it will throw the error. So all the validations that you wrote on the table will be taken care when you are importing the data using data entities. Whereas the same thing will not happen when you use the code. Okay, already we have seen that. But actually, in the real scenario, we should not get this kind of errors, because what it should do is it should update the information. But unfortunately, We are getting it. Let's see. Because might be they have taken multiple data source, we might be getting this kind of errors. But I think might be in this version I have not tried this, but let's see. Okay, because in future versions na, they should remove this. What they should do is, instead of throwing the violations, they should update the data. They should check if there is any field modification and they should update the data. Aggregated data entity, we will see one customization with standard tables. Okay, I'll show you how to work aggregated data entities with standard tables. Okay, yeah. Good. We got some error. Let's see what is it. It says 39 errors. It should be with the sync. It says create unique index 243039 address IDX on AMA customers. Create unique index statement terminated because of duplicate key was found for the object name AMA customers. And here it says data area ID AMA address in the AMA customers. One second. Okay, both the indexes are not working. Let me just remove this. I don't want to have any index here. Because obviously it is thinking there might be duplicates and it is throwing the error. But if you go and see in the table, there is no duplicate data. Okay, it says duplicate data might be possible because if you see here 1001, 1002 and the addresses are different. Let me check this time whether it shows the same error or not. This is the reason why when working with the projects now, we will never use these multi-data source entities. Because for two data sources, it's like this. If you add 3 or 4 data sources now, frankly speaking, it will be really painful here. While importing it would be easier because everything you will have on a single file and creating the file will be easier. Okay, because directly you can export and import the data. Whereas in the composite data entity, you need to create one sample file from yourself. Okay, You need to create sample file from your end. Next, what are the indexes I can see here? Oh, sorry. AMA address as well I have created index. And is it unique? Hello duplicates is set to no. Okay. Shit. This is also causing the issue. And mobile number IDX, this is okay. Name, yes, customer IDX. Good.
Kumar, which index we deleted from this table?
AMA address. There actually I have set this
Okay.
one. That field to allow only single field. I think I might be explaining one-to-one mapping, and I might have set it like that. If you want to add, you need to set allow duplicates to yes.
Mhm.
In the relation, you will have the cardinality, na? Might be discussing the one-to-one, and I might have set it to no sometime back around.
So in interviews, they ask this thing, I mean, data migration part, and if you worked in upgrade project or not.
They might ask you if you have worked on upgrade project or not. Coming to the data
Okay.
migration, they will not ask you all these relations,
Yeah,
detections, and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. These things they won't ask.
Because these things actually most of the people don't know about this multi-data source entity. Everyone will work either with single data source entity or they will go to composite data entity.
Mhm.
Because creating these multiple data sources, now it will be painful, yeah, as you can see. What will happen
Mm.
is whatever the tables you have created, na, at the
Yeah.
beginning when you are creating the table itself, you need to plan. Okay, when you want to create a
Okay.
multi-data source entity. Otherwise,
Mm.
like this, you need to resolve the errors and then you need to move forward.
Yeah. So is there any possibility like we are taking data from 3, 4 and more number of tables?
Yeah, it's possible. You can take
Oh,
here in the multi-data source, you can take from n number of tables here, but I don't prefer it. Okay, instead of that, create an individual entity for each of the table and then go for composite data entity. It is worth, frankly speaking. Okay, now
okay.
let me go to USN. I don't know why this MS. Hey, it's irritating. Okay, now it's good. So today I want you to do one thing. Okay, I want you to create entity for the sales table and the entity for sales line. Okay, and if possible, create the entity for customers as well. We will see how to work with 3 tables. Okay, because creating a composite entity is very easy. I will show you how to do that, but I want you to create them at the first point. Okay, system administration, data management, and let me go to export. And you can create some good group name, AMA, cast, address. Click on add entity. Here, entity name, AMA, cast, address, and target data format. This time I will take XML, attribute. Okay, skip staging, no. Click on add. Done, close. Okay, now you can go to the mapping. It will show you the mapping here, visualization, and you can go to the mapping details. You can see how it will be. And someone asked me how to work with default values. For example, here I have the customer ID. Okay, for this customer ID, let's say you want to get the default value. How to do that? This is what someone has asked. We will see that, don't worry. Okay, now what else? Just a second. Yeah, let's see how this will be there. Yeah, here you can see there is only one entity because it's a multi data source entity. We will see the same thing for composite entity as well. But please remember, please let me know if I did not show you. Okay, done. And this is the mapping visualization. Good. Close. And then close this. And then click on export. Okay, click on download file. Click on save, open folder, and view the file. This is my customer address. Click on the open. It will open in Internet Explorer. Or let me take Visual Studio, it will be clear. We can also edit the file. Don't worry about those errors because it will also load the Dynamics 365. Nah? It will simply say I'm not running it as administrator. So did you get it? How to work with data migration? It's a just import and export of data. Along with this, if you create data entity for your table, there is one more benefit. I will show you that benefit as well within a minute. Oh, unfortunately, it is not organized. Okay. So see here, it has got the customer address. What I will do is I will change it. Okay. I will change it 9848. I will make it 1. Okay. I will say 98410. Okay. Because mobile number, it has the unique index. Address, let it be there. Sri Venkateshwara Apartments. And for this as well, address is empty. What is this here? You are getting the address as empty. Can you say this? Based on the relation, it is not able to fetch. It is fetching the address information here, but coming to here, address information it is showing empty. Why? Why it is empty? But it says everything is succeeded. Don't know why. Okay, this will happen if based on the relation, it is not able to fetch the data. Okay, this will happen when, based on the relation that we have provided, it is not able to fetch the data. Okay, and this is also most common issue when you work with multi-data source entities. Okay, now just a second, I want to get back again and let me check the relation. AMA address 0 more, related table cardinality is exactly 1. Yeah, this is good. And let me expand the relation. Okay, this is the thing. AMA address we have mapped with zip code. I thought this is mapped with rec ID. Why it has changed to zip code? Related field should be rec ID, na? Is it int 64? Yeah, this is int 64. This is the problem, yeah. Okay, it has modified to zip code. I don't know when we have done this. This should be rec ID. All these things should be done at the beginning when you are creating the tables. Okay. Otherwise, you need to troubleshoot. This is how we need to troubleshoot. Okay. If you create the tables, at the beginning by thinking about multi-data source entity, then all these things are not needed. You can directly go and import and export the data. Because currently what happened is, in address it has value some 56371 and it is trying to get the record using the zip code. Okay. I don't know when we have modified it to zip code, but fortunately we have done it at some point in time. Might be by mistake or whatever it may be, but we have done that. Or there is one more possibility. When we have modified the index, it might have picked it up. Because here index we have added zip code or rec ID, at that time as well it may have picked it up. By default it might have taken the zip code, but it should throw the error because zip code is, oh, that's an integer, so it will not throw. I thought it's a string. Good, that's right. Zip code is also an integer, which is why it did not throw the error. Integer and int 64. This is what you call downcasting. Okay, if you convert integer to int 64, it will not throw the error. Whereas if you convert int 64 to int, it will throw the error, because when you do a upcasting, the value will be automatically casted. There will be no issues. When you do a downcasting, there's a possibility of truncation of the value, which is why it will throw the error. Please remember this. Just a second here, it's taking long time because first thing it should finish. Yeah, it got completed. That's great. Let me go back to the front end and let me generate the export again. Okay. Let me take this custard as back again. And let me click on view map. Address, entity, city, street, zip code, address, zip code. Okay. Okay, this is good. Okay. I was just thinking whether to create a new one or whether to use this one. Okay, let's try first this one. If it works, it is fine. Otherwise, I'll create a new one. Okay. This is where a lot of time will get. One second, it's refreshing. Because each and every time when you work with a data entity, you need to do a sync. And each and every time when it syncs, it will take 15 minutes or at least 5 minutes, I can say. Let's wait for a minute here. It's loading still. It is taking too much of time this time. Don't know why. Only here we are waiting for one thing. Okay. Currently, you can see we got the data here, but in this data now we will get the information of address table as well. That is what I would like to show you, but unfortunately, it is taking a lot of time. Okay, let me do one thing here. I think it is going to take a lot of time. So I will do one thing. I will show this export of data tomorrow. Okay, because it is taking obviously very long time. I don't know what is the exact reason for that. Might be due to some sync issue or something. Okay, I will do one thing. I will export and then I will show you the data. Okay, and I will show you here as well how to validate the data in this screen. Okay, let's do that tomorrow. Yeah, and I will do one more thing because if I don't do that, it will take again more time tomorrow as well. So what I will do is I will create two entities. Okay, so one is for two or three entities. One is for customer, one is for sales, one is for sales line. I will create these three entities or two entities depending upon my time, and then the next step would be creating a composite entity. I will show you how to work with composite entity. Okay, what you need to do is you need to create all these things from your end as well. Okay, create two or three entities, which is mandatory. I will show you the remaining steps, what should be done and how to create the composite entity. Okay, but please do create these entities. Okay, because otherwise if I create three entities, if I do a sync and if I do everything now, it will take very long time, and so I will show you all the steps, but you also need to create the three entities. We will see how to create a composite data entity from that one. Okay, yeah, I think it's still not refreshed. Yeah, it's still not refreshed. So I will do one thing. I think it will take some more time. So I don't want to waste your time, more amount of time, because already it's 9:05. Okay. Yeah. Now it's your time. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, if there are no questions, I will end session for everyone. Thanks all for the session. Let's meet again tomorrow, same time. Thank you all. Bye.